Now I would like to invite Dr. Manikantan Menon, the director of ALAP, on whose able shoulders and a much more able head and heart, Gurudev has entrusted the entire project of ALAP. Let's give him a big, big welcome. This afternoon I was asking him, Mani Bhaiya, how should I introduce you? Like, what all achievement do you want me to tell about you? And he said, my first and foremost achievement in this life is that I am a devotee. By profession, he's a qualified Ayurvedic doctor who now mostly heals people through music. This huge venture called Shri Shri Ayurveda was actually set up and established by Mani Bhaiya about 15 years back. And many of the most popular bhajans in AOL, which we sing every day in every satsang, can you name a few which have been composed by him? Sundaranana, Bilkul Sahi, Krishnam Vande, Deva Manohara, and Vande Matram, which you are going to hear very soon. Personally, मैं जब भी मणि भैया का गाना सुनता हूँ, आंखें बंद करता हूँ, okay, I am going to be connected to divine through his singing. That is the experience every time I listen to him. So I'm going to invite him to give the keynote address. आलाप क्या है, इसकी विजन क्या है, हम कुछ सालों में आलाप को कहाँ देखते हैं, ये सब आलाप के बारे में अब आपको मणि भैया बताएंगे.
Thank you, Rohitji, for the sweet words. It's like a dream coming true for me. From my level, I take it as I'm so lucky to be an instrument in his hands. I don't know how tuned I am. ALAP stands for Art of Living Academy of Performing Arts. Any art form is an expression of pure heart. That's what Guruji reminds us. Silence is the mother of creativity. Art is something which every human being is bestowed with. Every human heart has music. Every human heart has dance. What is an artist trying to do on the stage? A dancer. What is a musician trying to do? Expressing their heart, expressing their feelings and emotions. Trained musician means those who have gone deep into that level of heart, and they have a technique to bring out that, express that in a very organized and a very systematic way. That's all. Even if you are not trained, you have an artist in you. You know, there are two things, Buddhi and Siddhi. The consorts of Vidyapati Sri Ganesh. I have thought it in this way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Buddhi is the thing, aspect, the faculty that we need to learn something. Without Buddhi, you cannot learn music. You have to use Buddhi. But if your music or your art gets stuck with the Buddhi at the Buddhi level, then you are not allowing your Siddhi to work. It has to be converted, it has to be transformed into a level of Siddhi. That's what you appreciate. A teacher is not trying to replicate, making a copy of themselves. A teacher is just allowing the Siddhi to flourish in the student. That is a good teacher. And facilitating the learning. In Guruji's words, all our Sri Shri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir schools, there is no teacher, there are only facilitators. A facilitator's duty, responsibility to be there in the moment and allow the education to happen in the student. What I mean to say is, it's there. That faculty of Siddhi is there in everybody. To bring it out, you need to do a little bit of Buddhi-based activities. That is called education. It's all coming from the same source. All the music, whatever we are getting from outside, it's all coming from the same source. So if one can hook to that source and bring out, then you become an artist. That is one aspect. So all our classrooms, we are going to have classrooms all over. all our Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir schools, all the information centers of Vyakti Vikas Kendra, all the ashrams all over India and abroad, and all the registered centers, Sri Sri Sanskar Kendra, and all these things. We have all these premises, we are blessed with so much of infrastructure. And in a coordinated way, if this can happen in all these places, that is why this platform is made of ALAP, just to coordinate those activities. And then, second aspect, in the learning itself, you create academicians through academies. But every academician need not be a good performer in any field. This you can see in all the fields, any professional field, in the engineering field, or in the medical field, or in the teaching. A highly qualified teacher need not be a very good teacher. And a highly qualified, educated musician, academician, need not be a good musician when the person performs. So there is a blend of these two things. And we all know when Gurudev starts something, there is a revolution coming into it. Anywhere, whatever we have started anything, just wherever we have taken our step forward, it has always followed a revolution, wherever it is. Because we are all doing it from our heart. A vision from Guruji, and it becomes a mission. And we also want to take up some of these responsibilities for the music fraternity. The older generation, they have lost hope in the future of music and arts. They discourage the young generation to take up music and arts as their profession. Earlier it was not like that. Now they say it's all dark. There's no future for this. Don't take it as your profession. Make it your side activity. Why? There was a drop in the appreciation of art in the last maybe few decades. We want to bring that appreciation level high. And why one needs to learn music or art? It's not just to become a performer and sit on the stage and perform for the others. Imagine you are watching some performance. Now we were watching the dance performance here. Did you all feel nice? You felt nice, you felt that expansion. You could feel that, the relaxation, the stress getting released, all those things. Now, even then, don't you think that back of your mind there is something happening? You are a little bit analytical somewhere. That step there and that note there. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Huh? Could have been better. It could have been. Then what are we doing? Again we are getting back to our left brain. We are supposed to be in the right side of the brain. Release the left brain which is in stress and trauma. That is the only way. You cannot do anything on the left side other than being active on the right side. That is music and art. So while doing that, little part of us, because we are trained that way. Now, suppose you are practicing music at home. What will happen to you? You simply sing, you simply dance. Or even if you are not a trained dancer, just try this. Bolt your bedroom, 10 minutes, close your eyes and dance. What will happen to you? You'll go into trance. There is no performer, different performer, and art different. We host the art and we become the artist, whether we are trained or not. So if you know a little bit of music and you train yourself a little bit in dance, every day in the evening, at least half an hour you take out and you practice it, this unwinding happens automatically. It's like half an hour of self-practice is much, much better than even 2 or 3 hours of watching a program on the TV. Integrating music and dance into our lives, it will give a different dimension to our life. Life becomes more celebrative. So let's all take up the learning of music. There is no age for, especially for art. You are never too old to learn. So take up the classes and just learn music and dance. Whether you know that you can become a performer or not doesn't matter. That is not the purpose of learning. Purpose of learning music and dance is not to become a performer at all. It's for oneself first. So approach art in this way. so that it is useful in life. That's one thing. And we want to conduct these kind of programs once in a while, some dance programs, and bring up underprivileged and disadvantaged sector of the society. They need to be supported. We want to provide a platform for them also. And also these kind of choirs will happen. I was just telling them, how about that new Guru Paduka Vanam in the ashram? One side lengthwise is filled with the singers, and they're all singing choir together. How will it look like? We have to dream big. I should specially thank our teams, the core team and the choir, Harshal and Shilpa. And Meghna and Sunil, their team. So we will get back to you with more and more elevating experiences. Are you all enjoying? So let's continue with the program.